Hi, this is Feeder Noob,
And this is Blatant.
and we are going to be watching Next Impetus versus Absolute Legends Academy today in the Defense Tournament.
The last game that Next Impetus played was against Mouse Sports. That was a bit of a rout for them. They took a free farming strategy with Phantom Lancer in the bottom lane versus Mouse Sports' Lifestealer in the top lane, and basically got out-farmed. It wasn't a very entertaining game. I'm hoping that Next Impetus has a little bit more in them this time.
I think they got their asses handed to them Blatant, actually. But that was yesterday, this is today, so let's see how this team performs versus Absolute Legends Academy.
I don't think we were disagreeing that they got their ass handed to them. I'm just hoping they've got more.
Alrighty, so we've got a couple of bans out. Keeper of the Light, Undying, and Magnus will not be showing up in this game. Very obnoxious heroes getting banned out, heroes that we've been seeing having a lot of play at this level.
By the way, noteworthy, both Next Impetus and AL Academy are playing with stand-ins. So stand-in ABC for Next Impetus and stand-in Crocus for Academy.
Wow, they're really thinking about this next ban.
Feeder, also, can I say that of all the names I've been seeing recently, Pandasaurus Rex is just a great name. That's just a great handle.
That's pretty boss, I gotta say.
Alright, Batrider is the last ban by Impetus. Pretty normal. He's a good initiator and kind of can wreck a mid or make or break a team fight, so not a surprising ban there.
Insanely good early game hero, great ganker, and just owner, as we said, of the mid.
Now, Darkseer is a first pick for AL Academy. It's a pretty normal first pick, very popular in the metagame. He's a very strong independent farmer. He can help people chase, he can help people gank. He can also himself put a lot of pressure on a solo lane, even a solo lane carry.
Solo laner that's very good at not dying, based on his ability to farm from a distance, and of course the speed.
Not to mention, Replica can make a team fight suddenly turn sour for the other team.
Yep.
Nyx Assassin and Brewmaster picked up by Next Impetus. Nyx Assassin is a very, very popular hero in the metagame right now, in large part because he has a very, very reliable stun, which is AoE stun, and AoE stuns are just wonderful things. And of course, he rounds out pretty nicely with Mana Burn, a good escape in his invisibility, or a good gank in his invisibility, and Spike Carapace, which makes him very durable. Brewmaster, also a very popular strength carry these days, possibly because he has a wonderful ultimate that split into 3 parts that makes everybody groan when you think you finally killed a Brewmaster. AL Academy picks up 2 more heroes.
Shadow Demon and Lifestealer picks for them. Again, nothing too out of the ordinary here. Shadow Demon, at this level of play, an excellent support hero when there's coordination going on. His ultimate, that slow and debuff, extremely useful, and of course Disruption, enabling you to send in copies of your carry, which are pretty strong, I think. What's the percentage? Illusion damage at 60% when those are leveled all the way up. And that can just basically safely push towers and Raxes without sending any of your heroes in there.
Or, of course, copies of their carry that happen to be out carrying you.
Right. Oh, Luna, interesting. Again, hero that we've just been seeing everywhere in this tournament. I kind of wish they would pick something like, I don't know, Meepo or, you know, something crazy so we could see a little excitement. But Luna gonna be a good pick against that Lifestealer for sure. Yeah, so boring. Come on, guys, pick something fun. Pick something we haven't seen. The problem is when you pick something fun, you lose. And, yeah.
Alright, now, thinking about the bans for Next Impetus and Absolute Legends Academy. Both of them know what their carries are, so they're going to be thinking about how do those teams round out? What do we do to eliminate the long-term threat for the team composition? So Chen, a very rational ban on the part of the Absolute Legends Academy. Next Impetus doesn't have any real farmers or natural farmers, so Chen kind of removes that.
This ban, excellent ban. I think they are trying to avoid that teleport of 3, which can happen when you see a Lifestealer there. Lifestealer crawling into Wisp or whoever he's porting, and suddenly you know, a gank with Wisp is pretty scary, but a gank with Wisp, Lifestealer, and whoever else is just done. You're dead when that happens.
And of course, in the last game that Nyx Impetus played against Mouse Sports, a Lifestealer Wisp combination was integral in wrecking them, so they may just not want to see that particular combo again.
Now, Wisp is a hero you never, ever, ever see banned at our level of play, Blatant, and I'm wondering if it's a coordination thing or just that people don't know the power that Wisp can confer on a team.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Now, Absolute Legends, again, going with the denying natural farmers to Nyx Impetus, banning Lone Druid. Lone Druid is about the most effective hero they could have put there to farm the jungles.
That's a strange ban to me, Blatant. They already have Luna and Brewmaster as sort of carry. I think Nyx needs supports, and the Chen ban made perfect sense to me, but the Lone Druid I'm a little confused by, I have to admit.
Well, Lone Druid could be played a bit more of a support. Nyx Impetus, moving on with the bans. Queen of Pain is a ban. That's pretty rational. Though Nyx Assassin would have probably had fun with a Queen of Pain, her mobility does make her painful, and she has just enough nuke damage to actually be a threat to their carry, Luna. They don't need their Luna being jumped by Queen of Pain on a suicide mission to get her down.
Queen of Pain, another effective mid-hero. Absolute Legends definitely needing a mid-hero right now. I'm thinking that Nyx can put Brewmaster there, and probably will.
Absolute Legends bans Lina. That's an unusual ban. I haven't really seen many Linas played or banned at this level, but I mean, we're all familiar with Lina and what she can do. I'm not really sure why the ban is coming. It doesn't really make sense with their Chen and Lone Druid bans, but so be it.
Even stranger, I think, because Lifestealer is their carry, and you can just go immune to magic for short periods of time, which makes Lina pretty much worthless, I think.
Absolute Legends turn
A Night Stalker ban, nice. Again, banning effective mid-gankers. They do not want to get jumped while Luna's trying to get her farm on.
And we note that at least 3 of the 5 Nyx Impetus bans are all very strong mid-heroes. So Batrider, Queen of Pain, Night Stalker. This makes it seem a little bit more likely that either Luna or Brewmaster, one of their carries, is actually going to be taking the mid.
It's
I
almost
guess the other will
certainly
be farm leaning.
going to be Brewmaster Blatant. I've seen many Lunas played in this tournament so far, and never once do they put her in the mid. She generally gets put in the farm lane. And we'll see if she goes with Nyx Assassin or whatever other supports they might pick here. Enigma. Fancy. Nice pusher. Of course, that black hole, possibly very effective there with the Darkseer to vacuum you in.
And that series of mini stuns, very useful against heroes like Luna and Nyx Assassin.
Rubik, nice support pickup for Nyx. Rubik actually stealing Lifestealer's abilities. I know it doesn't sound very awesome, but a surprise Rubik dealing lots of damage can be very nice with the Infest. And of course the, I forget what that's called, with the, is it Rage? No, Open Wounds. Extremely effective in a team fight for focusing down a particular hero.
Of course, I think it's more likely that this Rubik will be looking to snipe either Black Hole from Enigma or Shadow Demon's Purge, or anyway, the 3 purpley casters, Darkseer, Shadow Demon, Enigma, these are all natural victims for Rubik's spell stealing. And of course, can't underrank the fact that Rubik has a very strong disable in form of telekinesis, and a little bit of damage.
The magic resist doesn't hurt either.
The magic resist aura will be very useful, particularly against Enigma in a team fight. If they happen to get caught by a black hole or a replica wall or the like, it'll help a lot to cut down a bit of their damage. It'll also help against Darkseer's Ion Shell in the early game if he puts any points in that aura.
If he puts any points in that aura? Ion Shell? Come on.
No, if Rubik puts it.
Oh, sorry. It's like, what are you talking about, Blatant? Darkseer always puts points in Ion Shell. If he's on the solo lane, we'll see.
And Venomancer is the last pickup by Absolute Legends Academy.
Very nice, support-heavy team. They're putting all their money on that Lifestealer. Or rather, they're putting their hope on Lifestealer getting all that money. So we'll see how it
Venomancer, though, a
goes.
great team fight hero. This Absolute Legends team has a ton of team fight potential. All of those heroes can come in and really hold their own in a sustained team fight. Venomancer, of course, dealing long-term poison damage, and the Poison Nova will make heroes like Brewmaster a lot less useful.
I think we're going to see a lot of smoke group ganks by the supports. I think that would be their most effective strategy in the early game. I hope that is something that we see.
And next Impetus, their last pick, we'll see.
I think they need another support to round this out. Blatant I, with Luna, Brewmaster, and Neeks all having sort of a killing potential in one way or another, they could use something to turn these team fights in their favor. They're thinking about it.
5 seconds remaining.
And Weaver.
Strange pick. I was not expecting that. Stand-in.abc on the Weaver. Oh, look away for a second. I just need to change this. There we go.
For battle.
Alright, so let's take a look at these teams here. Would you like to introduce Absolute Legends?
So Linku will be playing Dark Seer. Chromium playing Lifestealer. Pandasaurus Rex. Gotta put out a little love for
Oh, they're
a
smoking.
name like Pandasaurus Rex. Shadow Demon. Sidrain as Venomancer, and rounding it in is their stand-in Krobus. Or Krobus.
Before I say anything
Maybe.
about the other team, let's see what's going on here. We're getting a smoke into their jungle. Lifestealer open wounds on Luna. Oh shit, we're gonna see a team fight right away.
Bold, and Dark Seer pops the Ion Shell on Lifestealer. Rubik's got him in the
Nope.
disable.
We're moving our team fight over here. We're gonna go for Brewmaster. Holy shit, he's gonna
The
die.
Gale's got him.
Brewmaster down.
Yeah.
Lifestealer in trouble a little bit.
First blood to AL. That's always a welcome
They are
gold advantage.
Still chasing their Neeks Assassin. Oh my god.
They've
Neeks
got Neeks
Assassin will go
Assassin.
down
Lifestealer's
too.
pretty low. Is
Lifestealer
Lifestealer
low.
going to get away?
They are running, and Lifestealer
Double
will
Ion
just
Shell
walk
does the
off.
trick. And this, folks, is part of why Venomancer is such a strong hero in the early stages of the game. That Poison Gale, when you hit it right off the bat, that's what basically took down Brewmaster. I think AL is going to slink away.
Slink
2-0.
away.
2-0
They are
is
gonna walk away victoriously, Blatant. Look at that. They're like, yes. Let's see who those kills went to. I wasn't paying that much attention. Lifestealer and Venomancer picking up kills. This is great. This is fabulous. Lots of early gold for their team there, and Nyx not looking good after that. It's a rough start.
It's a rough start, but nothing that Nyx can't really come back from. These little early skirmishes are a pretty common feature of high-level play, and there's still a lot of time for Nexi to make up the gold or the strategic advantage here. So let's see how these lanes are settling out a bit.
Well, we're not to shortchange Nyx. We didn't even introduce them before they got their asses kicked there. So we've got Darky playing the Luna. Stand-in ABC is on Weaver. And where is he hanging out right now? Is he gonna do the
Weaver's
off
solo
lane
lane.
here?
Mhm.
He's gonna do that off lane. Rubik is Shakir 4XD. Let's just call him Shakir on the Rubik, and I think he's where'd he go? I have no idea
Right here?
where these guys are. They're in the jungle. Billy is going to be playing the Neeks Assassin, and then Lelaps in the mid with Brewmaster there. Brewmaster, and they're running Darkseer in the mid. Interesting. Another feature we've been seeing lately in this tournament is just free farm left to the carries. Although they are not going to allow that here next with the Weaver. But Luna is just going to get free farm for a while.
Now, this is actually paralleling Nexi's last game with Mouse Sports, but I think the difference here is that this time, instead of running the completely uninterrupted freeform, they're actually going to send Weaver in the bottom lane to contest Lifestealer. Now, he's not going to really be able to contest Lifestealer per se, but
Look,
he is
take a
going to
look.
be able to share experience and
gank.
gold, and there's a
Gank on
gank here in the
Brewmaster.
middle.
I think they're
Brewmaster.
gonna get him
Oh,
pretty
that
easily.
Ion Shell and this Darkseer surges. Make
And
sure to
he'll
just
go
stick
down.
around him for long enough. As long as
Darkseer
he doesn't
is going
aggro more
to-
than a couple of tower hits, he'll live through it.
Make it away. And Shadow Demon and Venomancer back to what they were doing.
Very clean play from Absolute Legends. Did their business. Nothing to complain about. Now in the bottom lane here,
Let's see how Lifestealer's doing for last hits, 11 and 2. That Weaver, of course, not going to get any farm, but hopefully he'll get some levels. Oh, Lifestealer out-leveling him. I'm sure that's due to that initial engagement that we saw up in Dire Jungle. Let's just take a look at Luna and see how she's doing compared to Lifestealer. That free farm, 18 and 7, no one's bothering her. She is just going to eat all the creeps, as it were.
absolutely. And you know, part of their idea may be that Weaver is going to be much more useful early push on the Radiant top tower. Luna and Rubik not going to be content to merely free farm. I think they want the early tower advantage.
Nothing wrong with that.
And of course, Nexi could use an infusion of some cash, given that they've been the victims of the past few attacks.
I know this has nothing to do with the game, but let's just look at this beautiful courier for a second. Check that out.
Wing Zebra, gotta like it.
Awesome.
Very classy.
And, oh, here for Nexi, I'd just like to say, put in a quick plug for buying a defense ticket. This is the defense courier. You will get one of these if you buy a ticket.
Yep.
And also the ability to watch these games, move the screen around yourself, and possibly win little prizes that get dropped when exciting things happen. So
Yeah, like
totally worth it.
multi-kills or victory itself will give prizes, and there are other also little random event prizes.
Yep, totally worth it. Oh, going in on
Lifestealer,
Weaver.
going for Weaver.
Oh yeah,
Will
he's
he-
gonna
I
tower
think
dive
he's
this.
gonna get him.
Oh, Weaver!
Oh, Weaver
Oh,
with a
nice
little burst
one.
of speed there.
Beautiful. He just made it. This tower up here is toast, if you ask me, Blatant. They're
Yeah,
just leaving it to die. They don't care.
AL is gonna see this. And now Nexi.
Rubik taking the money for that. I'm surprised they didn't give that to Luna, frankly. It's a little strange. Oh, a little fight going on here in the mid. Nothing.
Just a bit of a skirmish, and
They're going to go for this tower in return. Normal enough. Weaver can't do much about it. Look at how they just dodged his spam there. Enigma coming in to help push. Ooh, careful with that courier. Oh shit, Brewmaster's gonna see that. Oh, that was sloppy. They do get it out of there in time. They will pour it in, but it is too late. Maybe they
or
can
is
get
it
some ganks here.
Brewmaster's coming in?
They waited for
Gonna do it.
Brewmaster. I'm not sure if they're fast enough to really do anything with this, and they are realizing that and backing off. Now that was a big waste, if you ask me, Blatant. Waste of town ports and a waste of time, unless they can turn this into something. Time where they could be farming, pushing towers, or getting other things done.
I agree, and it looks really out of the top and bottom balance that
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Nexi really won the top there, uncontested, and they've almost pushed down to tier 2, but they just lost their tier 1. I don't know. I think out of these lanes, I would still take Nexi's position a little bit better. There, that tier 2 is going to be very easy to take in the top lane, and
Look at this Luna.
farm for Luna is going to be a big deal.
Darkseer actually outdoing her with a farm. He must be kicking this Brewmaster's ass here. Or maybe she's got stuff on the courier? I'm not sure. Lifestealer certainly did have things on the courier. His net worth just jumping. Picking up phase boots. Very nice for chasing. A little extra damage. And I suppose for getting away, but he's Lifestealer. Why would he want to do that? An Embracer for a little extra survivability. Nice pickup. Maybe he'll build a drum on him. Been seeing a lot of drums in this tournament on the carries. Very cheap, good early game item.
And as a contrast to Nexi's game yesterday, this game has already been a little faster moving in terms of the assaults. At this point last game, Mouse Sports had a couple of hands of Midas and were free farming, and it looks like Nexi is not going to let that happen, at least the free farm where they don't push the lane.
They're thinking of jumping on this Shadow Demon here. He's like, something's going on. I sense a disturbance in the force. Here they come. Will you go?
Now
oh,
they
you
see
don't.
him.
He's not level 6, so he will not go invis, but he gets
Now
a
you see
stun,
part of the pleasure
mana
that
burn,
Nick's assassin.
Oh, look at this beautiful disruption, but that's not going to help
Self-disruption.
him. That will bring his teammates in. He will go down, but they might get
Lifestealer's
this.
going to score the
Oh
quick
my
kill
god,
on Rubik.
Rubik.
And
Could
they
not
know
get
that
away.
Nick's assassin is hidden here. And
Yeeks.
a 2-for-1.
Oh, a failed gank attempt. And that disruption, giving his teammates the time to show up while keeping those heroes there so that they could finish him off, ended up being...
Now Lifestealer and Venomancer pushing the top. This is a bit of a push here. Darkseer, Venomancer, and Lifestealer. I don't know if they intend to take the tower down, but I think if they don't encounter any resistance from Nexi, they'll go ahead and push it. Lifestealer is pretty strong at pushing those towers if nobody opposes
contests
him.
They probably want to push this tower down to keep the creep equilibrium further back and keep this tower, which is very low, 500, less than 500 health, a little bit safer by having that lane pushed out.
And here we go, Lifestealer going to take some free hits on it, but this time Nexi is ready
They are
and
not
willing
willing
to defend.
to let this go for nothing.
They
Luna
have the
is
advantage in the top lane, and I'd be very surprised if they want to cede the advantage on this lane as well. The free farming equilibrium is a little too good for Luna. There's the smoke from
Smoking
AL.
back
AL's
in.
really going to push this. And there's a fourth hero coming up the river. That
Aggressive
looks like
move
Darkseer,
here.
who's running quickly. He's going to try to cut off the escape routes, perhaps.
Very
Or no,
aggressive.
the entire attack's going to come from behind.
Oh my god.
Luna pops her
Luna
ult,
with her
takes
ulti.
Shadow Demon.
Shadow Demon. Out.
Weaver's here. And the
Darkseer,
slow
they are
from
fighting
Weaver.
right under their tower. This is bold, but I think ill-advised.
Oh, I think...
Well, maybe not. Take down
Well,
Rubik,
Venomancer's down,
Lifestealer,
Lifestealer's
and
down. Darkseer's going to try to finish the kill on Luna, and I think he's going to succeed.
I don't think he's gonna... Oh? What happened to...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Enigma a little
I
late to
thought
the
Weaver
front.
was still around, honestly.
Weaver is. There he is right there.
No help from that Weaver for the Luna.
I think he
I'm
was...
a little surprised
I think he
about
was
that.
trying to deal with the Enigma, and there wasn't... he doesn't really have a stun or anything that could have helped
That
out.
Darkseer
Darkseer
was
sprinted away
low.
from him.
That Darkseer was low and Weaver fast. I'm not sure what Weaver... If I was... I'd be pissed off if I was that Luna and that Weaver just walked away like that.
Anyhow, I think that's not a win for Absolute Legends. They gave Nexi some kills there and didn't really succeed at the push.
They did take down Luna and Rubik. Someone else as well, I think.
Not a disaster, that's to say, but
Tower is under attack.
No, I'd say that was about even as an engagement. And they're going to come back and try to push it again. Looks like we're going to see full 5 from each team here.
this
fighting
time
over
it'll
this
be a
tower.
true 5v5. Weaver's waiting for his chance to come in.
Luna with ult.
Oh, he misses
goes
his slow on
Lifestealer.
those heroes. That's the second time that our Weaver has missed his slows, and those are crucial. You catch a team inside those slows, and it's a lot easier to pick them off.
A lot of dancing around happening here.
Top tower is under
Positioning.
attack.
Coming back in. Lifestealer regenning himself by killing creeps,
Radiant's
but Luna's
middle
got him
tower
pretty
is
low.
under attack.
And I don't know if I were Absolute Legends whether I'd be making this 5v5 push here. Nex has had a lot of time to sit under their tower, figure out their strategy. Doing a tower dive when the other team has so much time to assemble and prepare their defense, it's not really the right way to do it. I think
Well, they
Absolute
agree.
Legends has thought better of it, and Lifestealer back to the bottom lane farming.
Darkseer pushing, by the way, this new tower down here. They're down to their tier 1s, and this being the last, or I'm sorry, their tier 2s. And this being the last remaining tier 1, I think that was sort of their reason for pushing that so hard. Still with very healthy looking towers out here.
Dire's
Absolute
middle
Legends.
tower is under attack.
Pushing back those creeps. Darkseer just spamming this ion shell.
Now, a change that's happened here, we see,
Dire's bottom tower is under
who
attack.
is that? That looks like Weaver returning to the bottom lane to try to contest that from Lifestealer anymore, but I'm not sure that's such a safe play. I think Lifestealer can probably take Weaver at this point. Weaver needs a little bit more farm before he's able to stand up carry to carry.
Well, Weaver does have his escape.
He does have his escape, but At least for a little while, they were a bit too hesitant about sending somebody there.
Master with a blink dagger. Nice. Look at this
2v2.
Nyx assassin.
Nyx is gonna make the move on Darkseer. Luna's got
Stun,
her
blink.
stun.
Disruption coming in, hoping to save him. Shadow Demon.
Shadow Demon tries to pour it
Poor
out, but that's a
Shadow
little
Demon.
too late. And Darkseer. Darkseer's trapped between. That's it for Darkseer. Not much he can do there.
Little
Good
bit
plays by
clumsy
Nexi.
by Shadow Demon. I would have just run for the hills if I was him. But you do get into that support mentality of try to save whoever you can. And
Dire's bottom
that
tower
can just
is
get you
under
killed.
attack.
Nexi evening
Wow,
the gap.
bottom
Oh, a
tower
nice
getting
counter
pushed.
ward right there. Starting to draw even in kills, but the push difference is pretty grievous right here. Lifestealer's not even worrying about it too much.
Look at him. He's just farming behind their tower. Honey Badger
I
doesn't give
think a
shit.
little too long though. He's gonna
He's
try to
gotta
pour it
pour it.
out, and is there a stun?
pour it
There's
out.
no stun on the part of Nexi. That's a little tragic because Lifestealer was without friends there.
Let's see, what's he building here? Lifestealer with a gem on him already. Probably trying to get some kills on Weaver. That seems bold to me.
Yeah, and it's not like Weaver's not gonna notice that he doesn't have the gem right off. This could pay off if he gets the easy kills on Weaver, but it strikes me as a little bit of an overreaction. He already has dust on him. We haven't really seen it come out.
Dust and gem. That's
He
very
could be
funny.
doing it to counter ward. I mean, that is one thing. You might be suspicious that there are wards coming up here, and indeed it is.
Yep, gem's so useful for that. Very underrated, I think, in pub games, low-level pub games.
As a counter ward
as
measure.
Top tower
Yeah,
is under
a ward
attack.
killing strategy. And there's that drone I was talking about earlier. Very cheap for +9, all attributes, 3 damage.
And AL takes the top tower. Nexi not even looks like they're not even really paying attention. They're not counter pushing with particular strength. A couple of heroes are in or near the base.
They're collecting, I think. They're sort of
Slowly.
fanning out around here. I think we might see some sort of engagement. I'd like to take a quick look at Luna's items. Helm of the Dominator on her. Looks like she might be building towards BKB with that overclub there.
Radiant's
And,
bottom tower is under attack.
And here it comes. Here's the big
Treads.
fight.
Here we go. Brewmaster rushing in.
Brewmaster kind of
We
trapped
have some
between a
action
few.
down here.
Nexi's
Radiant's bottom
Lifestealer-
tower.
Luna
will
looks like
get
she's still
scaled.
kind of farming those folks at the jungle.
Venomancer will get his ult off. Will he die for this?
Radiant's
Yep.
bottom
I think
tower
he
is
will.
under attack.
Nexi's pretty damaged though, and it's someone like Darkseer who can cause a lot of trouble for a team that's been poisoned, Nova.
Rubik's stealing. Where are you, Rubik?
Uh-oh, Lifestealer with an ion
Elephants.
shell. This is an absolute disaster if that other team's been poisoned, Nova. They have so many heroes with so little life.
Porting
Brewmaster
out.
tries to port away, and he gets away.
And Neat's Assassin and Weaver.
Oh
having
no,
gone down.
Luna's gonna get
Meantime,
caught. Luna's dead
Luna
here.
is so dead. Lifestealer just
That Lifestealer with an ion shell, this is a combo we've seen at other points in that tournament, but he just deals so much damage with that open wound, slowing somebody
Dire's
down.
middle tower is under
he didn't
attack.
even have to pop his wand.
Didn't even
Dire's
pop his
structures
wand.
are fortified.
He'll be able
This
to
is
push
turning
with impunity
bad
now.
again for Nexi.
Dire's
And
top tower is under
this is a
attack.
pattern I've seen from Nexi in 2 games now against Mouseport, and here they're just a little too passive and a little too slow about defending their towers. It's a lot of money advantage has been pouring into AL, and they're not been shy about getting the
Rubik.
items to use it.
Oh no.
Straight
Rubik
kill for
just too
Rubik. Rubik
bold.
goes out a little bit too
Unclear
far.
to me why he was out there.
Neeks, noticing that his invisibility, or hopefully he noticed that his invisibility was not helping against Lifestealer, who's still carrying the gem.
Sold his dust. I think he must have something on the courier. Let's take a look. What you got?
Yep, that looks like the armlet.
Armlet for Lifestealer coming in here. I think this is going to be a big problem. Looking at the net worth, remembering that he has some big ticket items there.
And I see 3 heroes.
Seeing a lot of money advantage on AL, like you were talking about with those towers. Look at the tower counts. Only 2 towers left for Nexi, and phew, just 1 tower down. For AL, it's just a huge advantage. Oh, Lifestealer coming in here. What's
Bit of a fight
Shadow
at the
Demon.
secret shop.
killed already?
And
Lifestealer's just
Lifestealer
gonna-
going for
oh.
Brewmaster. Is Brewmaster going to port out? No.
Looks like Brewmaster will get away. He's going after
Lifestealer's
Rubik. Oh,
couldn't be
Too slow.
almost fast enough to kill him despite a stun.
he does a lot of damage, but not quite that much. Rubik had already been porting out by the time Lifestealer got out of there, or got over there, excuse me, and just not enough time to make the kill. Though I think, honestly, 3 or 4 hits would have been all it was going to take.
Yeah.
This Lifestealer is terrifying. Luna just can't keep up with that.
And this is really a thing we've been seeing in Group A here of the defense. The teams that are affording a good Lifestealer and getting him plenty of farm are just not having trouble with their opponents.
And look at Luna here, still trying to free farm, but these are the same items we saw in her second ago. Almost 1,000 gold, but she's farming pretty slowly there.
Lifestealer not farming so slowly, but a lot of that is probably the kill count. If we pull up the kill count, we can see that Lifestealer is 6-1 and 5, and Darkseer is 4-1 and 7. That's an immense advantage in money. Those two are just rolling in it. Of course, Venomancer is 1, 2, and 9.
Just taking a look
Even
at
a
this
little
right
bit
here.
of assist money is a lot. The Gale catches him, and
Oh
he's
my
not going
God.
to be able to leave. A good black hole.
Rubik steals the black hole, very nice.
There's Luna's ult. Is it going to be
Oh, God.
enough? No,
Rubik
Darkseer
goes
takes
down.
out Rubik. Venomancer retreats because he's a little injured.
Lifestealer just in
Lifestealer.
here,
1,
eating them.
2 kills.
Eating them one after another. Oh, very nice job by Lifestealer. Oh, he almost dies. Armlet toggle going off, and he will finish Brewmaster as well. This is so over, Blatant.
It is over. The last of the tier 2 towers goes down for Nexai, and Nexai is just gonna have to turtle in their base, but I don't think it'll do them much good.
Chromium just toggling that armlet beautifully. He knows what he's doing with that. He's gonna get
Ports
out. of there.
out.
He
He's
wants
got a
more
Yasha
farm.
now, has another 1,100 bucks in reserve, and this is just not looking good for Nexai. And by not looking good, I mean this is looking over.
Yep. This is GG. Sort of just watching the last gasps of Nexai here. I feel bad about saying that, but
Lifestealer's worth almost double the net worth of Luna. Luna's being out-farmed by 3 different heroes. Luna, the farm carry of all farm carries, who needs, she needs her Satanic, she needs all her fancy items, and she's being out-farmed by more than half of the Absolute Legends team. This is not sustainable. This is over.
yep. Oh, Venomancer just waiting to stack these ancients. He has nothing better to do. That is support for you. Let's see what's happening here. Darkseer? He's not afraid. Look at him, pipe of insight on him. He's got a point booster. Is he gonna build a scepter? Is he gonna build a scepter? Possibly. Why not? He's got the farm for it. Surprised we're not seeing mana boots on Darkseer. Such a mana-hungry hero, but
Well,
I guess with the pipe components, he probably doesn't need that.
That 2-feeder, we also haven't seen much replica wall. That's where a lot of his mana gets drained very quickly. The ion shells, he's been very judicious about using them, really just on himself and Lifestealer when chasing people down for the kill, and it's been pretty effective. Weaver trying to get a little farm. He was put up against a Lifestealer earlier and didn't really get the farm he needs.
Oh, you're not going to get any farm in a tri-lane. He was put there, I think, for levels and perhaps to put up a token resistance, which is pretty much what he did. Hate to say it. But it's true. It's true.
Looks like we're going to get a...
Looking to get Roshan, perhaps.
Event.
Very interesting. Very bold with all these enemies right here. Shadow Demon.
Nexai is going to finish off Shadow
He
Demon.
was bait.
But there we go, it's vacuum and a replica wall, and now Nexai has their backs
Oh
to the
my
wall,
God.
as it were.
Nyx
Lifestealer
Assassin going
chasing
down.
people down, Nyx Assassin. Are they going to be able to even take Brewmaster in his 3 parts? I think that's 2 of them, and this is the 3rd one. If
Turn back.
Open
He's
Wounds,
slowed. They are all on
and
him.
that's it. Even Brewmaster's
Yeah.
ult wasn't enough to let him escape a grisly death at the hands of Lifestealer and Enigma.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Lifestealer going...
Dire's structures
Oh,
are
he's
fortified.
going into the base with an Ion Shell, and no, he thinks a little better of tanking the damage from 2 towers at once.
He doesn't care. Look at
Weaver
him.
puts his slow in, but It's a little late. He needed to hit that slow in the tier 1 battle at the top. Now it's too little too late. Lifestealer's gonna hunt down Nyx Assassin. He doesn't care about the spiked carapace. He just doesn't care. The tower's down. Now they're gonna take that Rax. Nexi really knows that if they can't defend their Rax when everybody except Nyx is up, they might as well be dead. Lifestealer goes for Luna.
He's a
Open
one-man
wounds
killing
him.
machine.
And
Black hole
oh,
hits
is
no
it gonna
one.
be no?
But Rubik, I think, steals the black hole. Yep. He'll actually hit people with his.
Of course, that ion shell did him more damage than it helped. Lifestealer open wounds again, but no. He's gonna tower dive.
Into their base.
He wanted to give his fans a present by
he'll have
giving them a
another
couple
chance,
of extra multiple kills in the fountain.
He'll have another chance.
I think he will. Barracks are going down pretty quickly. Infest for a little bit of heal when he pops out.
Armlet
Feasts
toggling.
to run out, and
he misses the toggle. Gem on the ground. Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. You know you want it. You know you want it. Or at least deny it. There we go. Nyx Assassin will pick that up. Oh, Lifestealer. You missed your toggle. I was just commenting that he was toggling like a boss and he screwed it up. But look at this. They've just ravaged the base mid Raxus and tower down.
Absolutely. This is going to be tough. They're going to be facing mega creeps in the mid lane. They're not worth as much for the farm, so it doesn't even make sense for Luna to farm them back. Speaking of, Luna's farming the bot lane. Maybe she's going to try to do a little bit of a passive push on the tier 1, but she's afraid. You can smell the fear on Luna. She knows that as soon as Lifestealer and Darkseer come back, her lease on life is limited. And
Enigma cleaning it up.
Luna's going to try to clear off those ancients, get herself a little farm. She desperately wants to get to Mantis style. She has that Yasha. She's going to be looking for that ultimate orb, which is going to give her a bit of stat boosting, but I don't think it'll let her stand toe-to-toe with Lifestealer.
No, there's nothing she can do about Lifestealer now. The only thing they can hope for is an excellent team fight. And, yeah.
I think so, and this is one of those instances where it would have helped Nexi to have Shadow Demon on their side. At least Disruption would have given them 2 Lifestealer clones to fight Lifestealer, but they don't have it. Darkseer Ion shelling himself so he can do a higher DPS against Roche. Lifestealer's going to go in. Weaver knows that they're in Roche, but can he do anything about it? And the answer is no. Nexi know that, or at least strongly suspect that they're in Roche, but they can't even do anything about it. Luna goes up with a couple of partners to start a jungle and farm at the top, and this just looks like the sign of a defeated team. They know that they can't do anything about AL taking Roche at their win, pretty much. I don't know, Feeder. I think you're not even going to be able to contest it with your entire team out and knowing that it's happening. That's when you call GG. What are you going to do about it?
Well, this is GG, but I would like to note and compliment Nexi. Yesterday, they also got, well, stomped on, but they took it seriously to the very end, kept trying, kept farming, kept doing what you should do in the situation they were in, and I think that's a classy thing to do.
And Luna picked up a lot of farm there. She's got 2,700. She can't be that far from finishing her Manta style, three grand. She just literally swept up a bunch of creeps there, and there goes the Manta style on the courier on its way there. Bottom lane's being passively pushed by AL, and Luna's taking advantage of that to do some quick, fast farming with those glaives. What are they? Glaives?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get them mixed up with the Glaives of Wisdom on Silencer. But with those glaives, she can very, very quickly mow down a field of creeps. And notice that her farming is starting to slowly catch up with Enigma and Lifestealer. Once Luna gets leveled up all the way and has a couple of the right items, her farm is just about as fast as it gets, but again, a little too late, I think. We're going to see AL jumps in, Lifestealer just going to go for some kills.
Just running in. Of course,
Luna's illusions, Weaver hits his slow, Brewmaster splits, there's the black hole, Rubik's going to steal it, he's going to counter black hole, no, he gets disrupted, Luna's down.
Rubik does get a black hole on Lifestealer, very, very low, but he's just going to eat his way back up.
And that wall is hurting them so much.
Oh my god.
There we go, Darkseer gets the double kill. God, do you receive surprise for witnessing a multiple kill. I enjoy the irony here.
That's awkward.
Weaver buys back in. He's going to try to defend a little. And that push didn't go as successfully, I would say. That was a better fought defense by Nexi.
Beautiful invest by Lifestealer. He almost died. Barely got in somebody to get out of there, and of course back to his little arm toggler and farming his way back up to full health. But just excellent escape by him. I thought he was going to go down, to be honest.
Same here. Now we have Brewmaster, who's going to take the scraps of the jungle left behind by Lifestealer. When I say the scraps, Lifestealer took the two medium/hard camps that were there, and Brewmaster is left to take the much less lucrative easy camp there. I think he's actually going to discover and bemoan this fact right there. Yep, you saw him dive towards it, then turn around. He's going to go for the other hard camps. Brewmaster.
He's just making what he can of this
making
slight
what
lull.
he can.
I think they've seen him. Either that or they're just
Or guessed.
coming in here.
Lifestealer with that little life
No,
walks
they did
right
not
past
see
him.
Well, he is very good with his blink dagger there, and I think he'll get out of this. Very lucky. Darkseer almost sucking him out of that. That would have been tragic for Brewmaster.
And notice that's how powerful Lifestealer is. At something like, what, a tenth of his total health there? He felt perfectly confident in jumping Brew, and Brew, who's a carry in his own right, just said, I can't even deal with Lifestealer at 10th health.
Well, he did have some backup, too.
That backup?
Brewmaster could have suspected as much.
The backup, maybe. Enigma with his BKB.
Very nice.
Very nice indeed.
Plenty of farm on that Enigma.
Between
mechanism.
a BKB, a mech, arcane boots, and a soul ring. That's a lot of support that Enigma's doing, and the BKB for survivability as well. The Eidolon stacking to start trying to attack the tower. And of course, if left uninterrupted, just simply passively attack the tower, they're going to spawn more Eidolons.
Rubik's going to get chased down and killed very easily. This
Benedancer gets off his ulti, and he's going to get away, so his job is done.
Oh, Luna
Luna
getting
gets
an
her
ulti
ult off.
But it's not going to do enough damage, especially with her illusions coming in to take some of that for them.
And of course, Lifestealer popped
Lifestealer
Rage
getting
at the right time.
by Billy. Very nice stun by Billy. Oh, so close.
But he turns
so
around and
he'll
Luna's
armlet
alone.
toggle and get out of this.
And that's
Next,
not enough.
Not having another stun for him.
That cooldown
tragic.
on Nyx Assassin was tragic. If he had stunned, Luna maybe could have turned around and killed Lifestealer. But as it is, this fight has gone against Nexi, and I don't think there's much they can do. Nyx with the stun, Rubik with the lift.
Very nice.
Very close, but they're
He's
deciding
armlet
not to.
toggling. He's armlet toggling himself.
There's the black hole. Rubik killed this time before he can
He'll eat
successfully steal Weaver.
Weaver trying to speed away, but he has to come back sometime. Oh, Brewmaster back in. Very nice. Ulting. And he will take
Gets Enigma, and there's the Aegis on Lifestealer. Now Lifestealer says, I'm back to full health. Are you going to mess with me?
Yeah,
Luna
Luna is
says
going to
she's
mess
going
with
to
him.
try to mess with him. And he infests a creep.
He's going to get away in a creep. I don't think they're going to let this
And
go.
the entire Nexi team, of course, notice him doing that. They're going to try to let that creep die as quickly as possible and then jump him. Oh, wait!
No, just farming.
Maybe Nexi didn't actually see that escape. Oh, that is going to be a nasty surprise for Nyx if he stays with that. Or maybe they're not staying with him because they know and they're afraid to take him on. But I think this is a failed opportunity on the part of Nexi. If they had seen Lifestealer there, the 5 of them could have stuck with him, harassed him, and scored a very valuable kill. Valuable not only because Lifestealer's their carry and is going to be out for a long time, but he's riding pretty high on a kill streak, so he would have been worth quite a bit of gold. Gold that Luna could no doubt use.
Luna's still catching up a little bit with the farm here, stacking her own ancients so she can get a little extra gold here. Got Manta. I still think she wants that BKB. Maybe the Ogre Club picked up early for those extra hit points. And suddenly backing off here. I think they're going to push out the lanes before they go for the base again. Look at this though, they did take Rex and Tower and got a few kills in there, although Darkseer and Enigma did get picked off on that second round of fighting. So not wholly a bad engagement for Nexi, but that Rex and Tower are so valuable and no longer there.
Luna's taking this still pretty acceptable farm. The mega creeps are worth a little less, but there's still range creeps that are worth it, and still, of course, siege units that are worth it. Luna another 1,200 gold. She's gonna have still a little far away from her BKB. She still needs about 2 grand.
Look at these items on Lifestealer though. Luna
Desolator,
just cannot
Sage
compare.
Yasha, Armlet. This is ugly. Now the attack on the bottom comes, and Nexai's all there except for Luna. Luna does not have a town. Luna town port's back.
She's got one.
She had one, but
Nyx Assassin
came a
might
little
be
late.
the first to go down.
There's
No,
Luna.
Perhaps not.
Into
Darkseer
the wall, and those Luna
with a
illusions
nice
are
wall.
hurting.
Luna popping her ultimate. It's probably not going to be enough.
Yeah.
Brewmaster coming in to help. You can make it.
That Lifestealer had his magic immunity up and didn't really suffer from Luna's ult.
But as you can see, racks, both racks are down, towers are down, and
AL swinging around, they want to finish that last racks, then the mega creeps can start doing their job for them.
yes, you're gonna blink in and get a little ulti. I don't know.
But
what
notice
he's
the
gonna
strategic importance here. Lifestealer turned from his normal killing people frenzy to go ahead and finish that thing. Venomancer gets off his ulti.
Luna dies
Is
to
it Yule Summer?
Darkseer.
There we go.
Brewmaster down as well. Only Rubik left.
And
there's the
here's
GG.
the GG from Nexai.
Yep, they will finish this off right here. I should think. I sure hope so. Do less would be pretty douchey, actually. Yep, we're getting DCs from Nexai. Come on, Lifestealer. Fountain dive. Now is the time. Now is the time. Go, go, go. Oh, no. Nothing for the fans from this Lifestealer today. Of course, there's only 3 in the fountain. We will go straight for the Ancient. Another stump.
Indeed. Well, folks, this was Absolute Legends trouncing Nexai 33-17 in one of the later games of Group A in the defense.
Quick look at these final stats here. Just mostly at the carries. Lifestealer making a GPM of 632 to Luna's 441. And a lot of that coming from 14 kills. 14 kills in a pro game. That is so many. And poor Rubik. Sorry, I just saw his stats there. Of course, Shadow Demon, but at least he had some assists. And pretty low GPMs on all of these heroes, and XP per minute. Look, I mean, just look at this Rubik. That's really terrible.
Anyway, that's been it. This has been Blatant.
And Feeder Noob.
Hoping you enjoyed the cast.
See you next time.